takes out Wonko. clamp-OK looking for a shot on rail. Mesta now has a rail gun, and that might be a problem for Clamp as he moves in for this quad up in 2. Gills takes out Mesta with an MG. Wonko is going to be able to steal the quad away, though. So that will, I think, keep Paramedics alive for just a few more minutes longer, because that quad run could have been very deadly.
And here's the thing, though, just as of a couple seconds ago, past the halfway point here, 10 minutes in, not a single person on the server had less than 50% railgun accuracy. But what I was seeing from Mesta there is that was a nice bridge to rail jump, but he had no armor, he had no backup. He was there against both of them alone on the other end of the map.
Yeah. And now Clamp is doing a nice little run here, 49 to 36, make it 50. And the item work, I think, for cOK is quite a bit better than Paramedics. The teamwork between cOK is a bit better than Paramedics. Like, see there, you've got Wonko trying to go up strong against Red. Mesta's sitting back with the rail and doing damage, but it's late damage. It's not happening at the time and place where it really needs to happen. And, you know, a lot of time, getting the frag is all about getting the frag at the right place and at the right time. It doesn't really matter if you get a frag, say, you know, as like quad expires. But if you get the frag right before quad gets picked up, well, hey, that can be a game changer right there. So, 54 to 38, this thing is far from over.
Wonko on pillars just fragged both of his opponents while they had rail out. I was waiting for him to finally get a rail because he's been rocking 70% rail. I mean, I don't usually like to flub up over the numbers a whole lot, but
is he using it though?
Just the extreme case in this match.
I don't know if Wonko's really using it. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's just an accuracy heightened by lack of use. But 55 to 38 at this point, still anyone's game. Mesta is going to get this quad and has a bit of a stack. He's dodging rails coming in from, I'm guessing it would be Gills, who is currently over at the Elgin's side of the map. Mesta's going to chase him down, and he's going to get his rail. That's a really big drop. Gills would have been smarter to switch weapons there in order to make sure Mesta did not get that railgun. Oh, that rocket was really close to hitting Mesta in the face. That would have finished off the squad run.
Actually, I gotta say I liked what Gills was doing there because he was definitely luring Mesta over to the other side of the map, which meant he was a good second late on that red. Didn't quite work out for them, but, you know, the effect was palpable. But now, cOK in the lead by quite a wide margin here, and we're moving into minute number 14, 6 left on the clock, and we're now seeing Paramedics trying to defend pillars, and and the Circus Freak Show comes out.
Yeah. 20 frags separate. 21 as Gills picks one up. Nice follow-up combo, rocket to rail. And that's going to give him 22, make it 23. clamp-OK assisting.
And what I'm seeing from cOK here, you're always seeing, you know, just set up by one teammate and just finishing off by another, and that's exactly what would turn this around for Paramedics if they just tightened that up and they showed up to aid each other more.
Well, that last run, that was all about exploiting the spawn system. You see how they ran from yellow armor straight over to red? And they picked up like 3 or 4 spawn kills in the process, so yeah. You know, team deathmatch, when you're working with your teammate and you're in close proximity, it means your opponents are going to be spawning on the other side of the map most of the time. It's not as, you know, solid and consistent as in 1v1, but it's, you know, it's pretty close. And you can make certain bets on where your opponents are going to be spawning based on where you and your teammate get the kills. clamp-OK picking up the quad, and we are looking at one of the final quad runs of the game. clamp-OK going to be able to secure red armor as well, and now full health, nearly, and so this is going to be a really huge quad run. He's got to be stopped. Paramedics either need, well actually at this point they can't even disappear. They need to kill him. They need to kill him and start getting frags of their own, but I don't think it's gonna happen. There's one. There's 2.
Yeah, at this point, every quad run that cOK picks up, even if, you know, Clamp or Gills doesn't get very far with it, just due to the fact that Paramedic did not get an opportunity to run away with a bunch of frags, that's not going to be helping him out at this point.
Yeah, and they're kind of stuck. I mean, with less than 5 minutes to go, nearly just 4. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of frags to make up at this point. So I think paramedics might be out. Yeah, I think cOK and Gills might have shut him down on DM6. But just as a heads up, guys, this is only our first match of the night. We do plan to shoutcast another one. We're not quite sure if it's going to be the BLT match or the Fire in the Hole match. We're going to try to figure out timing and get that all squared away. So
there we go. I was about to say, you know, we're seeing one paramedic over at red armor and the other paramedic down mid next to the shotgun. That's just wonky placement, but he came up and got the clutch in, got a nice rocket pop-up on Gills, finishing off with rail. But at this point, you know, every frag's gonna be, you know, nice, but I don't think it's gonna be game-winning at this point. Now, Mesta does end up providing support to Wonko as he takes over the rail off the grid.
Yeah, and they're focusing on quad, and
wow,
you know, they put all the resources in the quad, but that leaves a free red armor for Clamp. Oh, no, actually, it looks like Gills picked it up, and Clamp's like,
that was my 50 health, you
yeah, like, you can tell he wants to shoot him. He wants to shoot him in the ass. So badly.
Oh, I would too.
Alright, so yeah, I think we have this thing kind of get taken away. Although, you know, I have to say, paramedics, you know, they really should stick to the railgun. 67% for Wonko. Mesta at 50%. Yeah. I think the difference in usage is quite stark, though. I think Mesta has been using that as one of his most favored weapons. Actually, his best weapon is the rocket launcher, but we've seen it used to great effect, whereas I haven't really seen Wonko use it, you know, in the clutch. So.
And especially on a map like DM6, where the most important item, that red armor, can really be exploited by, you know, somebody sitting up on the railgun catwalk and just pegging away as your opponents go up the pad for red armor. I mean, that's something I definitely would have liked to see more of from paramedics.
Yeah. The other thing that I've noticed is that...
Been seeing a mid-air fisting. Ooh, new Olympic sport.
The MG work from clamp-OK and Gills is a lot better than the paramedics. Like when they're caught out without weapons and as fresh spawns, they are far less vulnerable and likely to give up frags. So I think that's making quite a big dent in the score, because it means that paramedics can't really capitalize off of spawn kills.
Yeah. And again, you know, part of that is aim, of course, but another part is his placement. But Wonko seals off that quad run. Clamp is just going to be getting one more gauntlet attempt in. But as we move into the last minute, now we've seen the score widen considerably, and that's a good indicator that paramedics is saying, okay, we're done for the night. But I have to say, you know, even when they were down by 20 frags on the blood run, it stayed at 25 for the duration of the match. Now here, this being their last chance, they're letting things go a little bit more. So we're going to be seeing the final 30 seconds of this, but remind us once again who we're going to be seeing up next.
Well, it's going to depend on who is ready to go. We have Fire in the Hole and Mainline Gaming supposedly starting, let's see, that's actually at 11:15 Eastern.
Priest?
Yeah?
I actually have the next match lined up. I think it should be KGB's team, DFM, versus I Am.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
And they're already in the server warming up.
Sweet. If you can just toss me info, that'd be great.